Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Krista Wiley. I'm a one-star platinum and ITAN card holder and your cruise trainer extraordinaire. You guys, today we are going to be going over MSC. And you guys, I don't know about you guys, but I think MSC is kind of a looked over cruise line. I know that it's not typically one that I think about to book, but you know, as we go through MSC, you're going to notice there's some pretty cool things about MSC that you might start kind of shifting gears towards MSC. So let me go ahead and share my screen. We're going to kind of walk through the site a little bit, and then we're going to go through with a generic booking. So that way you guys can kind of see the booking process. All right, so this is the homepage. This is what the homepage looks like for MSC. We're not going to dive into the booking quite yet, but what we're going to do is just kind of walk through the different aspects and different pages that they do have on here. I really like their website. There's a couple of cruise lines, and I won't mention their names here on this recording, but there's a couple other cruise lines that I'm not a big fan of their booking portals, but I really like MSC. I feel like it's one place that you guys can go get a lot of information. They have trainings, they have marketing material. You can do individual bookings, you can do group bookings, you can book more than one cabin at a time. So pretty awesome, the different things that you can do here with MSC. Now, this again is the main homepage. Oh, awesome, Scott, you were? Yes, MSC. MSC. For those of you guys that don't know the background of MSC, MSC actually started as a cargo ship line. And they actually moved from cargo, which I mean, they still do, but they went from cargo to cruise lines, right? Where passengers can actually cruise on them. I don't know if you guys have ever seen trains go by waiting for trains, and you guys can see MSC logos on those shipping containers. So that's where MSC started.
Trivia question, what does MSC stand for?
I don't know.
I'll look that up.
I don't know. I've never thought to look for it to see what it stood for. I don't know if it stands for anything, to be honest. I think it may have something to do with shipping. But if you want to look it up, let us know. All right. So you guys, I don't know if any of you guys have seen, there's been a couple of people that have been talking about their free MSC cruise or how they earned a free MSC cruise. You guys, right here on the front page, you guys can see your free cruise has arrived. Experience the MSC Cruises difference on us. You guys can click on learn more. You guys, I really implore you all to just click buttons. I think that's one of the biggest things people are afraid of as a travel agent is clicking buttons, right? You're not going to mess anything up. Just click buttons, read. There's a lot of information on here, okay? Book your free cruise in 5 easy steps. Book your free cruise, double occupancy, and up to 5 of the 50% off friends and family staterooms. You guys can read through this. But I think that's pretty awesome, especially if you've never cruised before. Mediterranean shipping company. See, I wasn't too far off. I knew it had something to do with shipping. I just wasn't sure what the M stood for. Winter, have I done the free cruise with them? I have never been on MSC. Nope. Can't say that I have, but I was actually just telling my husband that we should go on MSC. So anyways, down here, there's also toolkits. You guys, lots and lots of information. Under booking, you have your departure calendar, individual booking, groups program, manage booking, quick pay, group quotator, commission and pay modex, MICE charters, so on and so forth. Now, departure calendar, we're going to go into that in just a moment. Individual booking, same as every other cruise line. Group bookings, groups program, manage booking, the same. Right here, MICE and charters. This is for people that are wanting to charter an entire cruise ship, business trips and things like that. So they have a section for that. Before departure, they have a checklist, traveler information, special needs, web check-in, and e-ticket. You guys, I'm going to go through the quick user guide here in just a little bit. But This e-ticket thing's pretty cool. It's something that after they do the check-in, you can actually send your clients your e-tickets, and then important documents over here. Learn about MSC. You can look at their different experiences. So with MSC, they have Bella, Fantastica, and Aria. These are all different classes. So within these, Bella has, your interiors to balconies. Fantastica has interiors to suites. And then I believe Aria has balcony and suites. And I'll show you that in just a moment. You can also learn about the MSC Voyagers Club benefits and registration status match program. You can look at excursion packages, drink packages, specialty restaurants, internet, so on and so forth. You guys, one of the really cool things about MSC also is that you can earn commission on excursions, drink packages, specialty restaurants, so on and so forth. As you guys know, for those of you that know a little bit about other cruise lines, that is not something necessarily that we earn commissions on through other cruise lines, right? We're like, all right, well, we'll add a drink package, but we're not making commission on it. But here with MSC, other than Virgin, correct? So MSC, you guys can get money on those excursions and all of those extra add-ons. You can go into what their insurance includes, special pricing programs, find your BDM. What is the Yacht Club? You guys, they have something called Yacht Club. It's the tip top of the iceberg. It's the best of the best. You guys, this is going to be your more all-inclusive. It's going to include extra things. It includes a butler service. It includes private areas on the cruise ship, things like that. You guys can read about the Yacht Club there. Obviously, health and safety, that's something that health and safety is a big thing right now. What's the cruise industry doing? What are they allowing, not allowing? And you guys can read up on health and safety. Now, you guys, family and children. This is something that I'm pretty darn stoked about that I did not know about MSC, but they actually, children cruise free with MSC under the age of 18. You do have to pay port fees and taxes for children, but that's something that I didn't know about MSC as well until I started kind of diving in and doing, looking around and reading things. It is pretty cool. Royal Caribbean, they do a kids sail free, but that's children under 12, right? So this is pretty neat that it's under 18. On the website, they say you get 10% commission. Is that correct? Because it sounds painful for us travel advisors. I'm not exactly sure what you mean by painful, but most cruise lines range anywhere between, I want to say 22 to 10%. So I've not looked at what their percentage is. But I actually, we're going to go through a booking here and I'll show you what that commission looks like. You can go through their entertainment, their dining, sports and fitness, motor coach transfers and airfare providers. So lots of pretty cool stuff here under Learn About MSC. Now, ships and destinations, they're going to have the fleet overview for every cruise ship that they have. Their MSC Eurybia is the newest cruise line ship that's going to be coming out in June 2023. Seascape and World Europa, they're both cruise ships that came out this year. I know Seascape, I think Europa came out this year, so you guys can look at all of those different cruise lines. Yes, Carly, every single booking that you do, you must fill out a commission tracking form. You guys, the way that we get paid commissions, and this was kind of off topic, and I want to make sure we stay on topic. But the way that commissions get paid out is the suppliers pay Archer. Archer then gets those commissions and they match them to our commission tracking forms, and that's how they know who gets paid out the commission. So yes, every single time you get a reservation number or itinerary number or whatnot, then you're going to fill out a commission tracking form. You can also see here a list of their cruise destinations: Mediterranean, Northern Europe, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, South Africa, Asia, Grand Voyages, World Cruises, so on and so forth. And you guys can see that there. Marketing. This is a big one, right? What are we doing as travel agents? We are marketing our business. We got to advertise our business. So it's always nice when they have this marketing option for us. Alidre, and I apologize if I say your name wrong. You're going to register for MSC the same way that you register for VAX and Princess. It's going to be the supplier request form. So under marketing, we have sales tools, things like important documents, product toolkit, build a flyer, e-brochures, trade incentives, technical sheets, social, logos, maps, flyers, image library, and integration tools. You guys are getting ahead of yourself. Let me get there. All right, so that's under marketing, right? All of these cool little things for us. You guys can make flyers, snag some images, so on and so forth. So that's under marketing. Now under training, we have our e-learning, which is MSC Masters. That's going to be the certification program, and I'm going to show you that here in just a moment. Something that I also think is really cool about MSC is they actually have webinars and training videos, and these are pre-recorded. They have pre-recorded webinars and training videos. So if you guys need to go back and refresh on a certain topic, they do have those there for you as well. They also have an MSC Cruise TA guide, MSC tips and tricks, as well as ship visit requests. Now, I recently did go into the ship visit requests and there's nothing available quite yet, but I think it's neat that they have that option there. Now we also have my profile, which you can manage user profile, contact, sign up for news and special offers, trade incentives, find your BDM, and contact us. So that's all of these different buttons up here. Now, one of the things that is I was going to show you is this is their training, right? Their the certification that you guys can get through MSC. Now they have my training, they have virtual ship tours, as well as meet the team. Now I haven't done my MSC training. I'm pretty bad about doing cruise trainings. But if you guys want to go in there and you want to do your cruise training, you guys can go in and do your MSC courses. And then there's also those webinars that you guys can attend live, or like I said, they record them. Carly, yes, that one took me quite a bit. I did go through that one. So then you guys can go to your MSC courses. And then they have the list of different courses here that you can take. So I'm not going to go super through that, but you guys have that ability to go through the MSC courses. Yes, and then every single year you have to do your they do like updates on that one. Okay. Now, the other thing that I think is really neat that I'm going to pull up, and I have it up already, is they have a quick user guide to booking. My first cruise training was on Moray Waterways, and I don't mind it because I've learned so much about African and European cruises, the Danube River and the Nile. It's a good train. Oh yeah, no, for sure. For sure. There are certain cruise lines that I have done the training for, and I'll probably come back and do MSCs. With everything else going on, that's one thing that I have fallen a little short on. All right, you guys. So they have a quick user guide. It's 4 easy steps to book MSC Cruises. You guys, I highly recommend that you download this PDF because it walks you through step-by-step of a booking. So it's going to talk you through the 4 steps of booking a cruise. They also have top 5 things to do in MSC booking, which is book prepaid services and shore excursions. You can save cruises as favorites. This is that e-ticket to directly send your clients their e-tickets with luggage tags. Access the e-ticket link under Manage Booking in the main navigation. Enter search criteria and click search. Search MSC club number. Just like every other cruise line, there are the rewards program or whatnot. You know, Carnival, it's VIFP. Royal Caribbean, it's Crown and Anchor. So every single Cruise line has like a rewards program. This one's called MSC Club. There's also a quick quote and quick option on here. And so it's kind of neat. You guys, like I said, I would definitely download this document so that way you guys can access it quickly. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go through a booking. First, before that, I'm going to show you this departure calendar. I think this is a neat option because sometimes you have clients that don't really know what they want to do. Has anybody ever had that? A client that hits you up and they're like, I want to go on a cruise. And that's about as far as it goes. Like, I want to go on a cruise, or I want to go on a Caribbean cruise, but that's about as far as it goes, right? They don't really know what else they want to do. So I think it's kind of cool that they have this departure calendar. You guys can choose your month. Let's say September of 2023. Okay. It's going to mark out the places that you can't go, right? They're not sailing in these areas. So now you're left with Mediterranean, Caribbean, Northern Europe, Bermuda, Canada, and New England. Okay. Now let's just go with a simple Caribbean, right? Let's not get too crazy, but I will tell you, I've actually looked up some Mediterranean cruises on here and they're not badly priced, to be honest. So let's go Caribbean and Bahamas. And you guys, I do my filters backwards because I don't know what cruise ship. I have no idea. I have no idea what cruise ship, unless I really kind of looked into what cruise ships are what, so I wouldn't know. So by taking, okay, they want to go in September of 2023 and they want to go to the Caribbean, it is now giving me less options to click. So let's go ahead and click through the ones that are open. We have this one and this one and this one. All right, so those are the ships that are sailing in the Caribbean in September 2023. Click search. Now what it's going to do is it's going to give you the entire month of September. Okay, so 1st through the 30th. And what it's going to do is it's going to give you a dot for when the cruise is leaving. Okay, so this is a 3-night leaving out of Miami. It leaves either on the 1st, the 15th, or the 29th. Okay, maybe your client's like, nah, I want to leave on the 6th. Okay, you guys can cruise down here, see if there's any that leave on the 6th. That should be roughly right around here. Nothing leaving on the 6th, right? So then maybe you go back and you say, hey, there's nothing leaving on the 6th, but there's something leaving on the 4th or the 8th. And you can go from there. So I really like this option that they give you here. You can look at the 7 nights. It leaves on the 17th or the 3rd. This one is an 11-night and it leaves on the 3rd. This one's a 4-night, 3-night, 4-night, 14 out of New York City. This is it's leaving out of New York, goes to Miami, Ocean Cay, Nassau, New York, Kings Wharf, Kings Wharf, Kings Wharf, New York. I don't know why it goes to New York so many times, but what do I know, right? So there are all of these different cruises. Now you can select this and it would take you to that cruise, but I don't want to do it that way. Just want you guys to show, I want to show you that searching capability. All right, let's go back to the home. So again, this is the home screen. You guys can do manage your booking. You can search MSC Voyager Club Cruises, or you can come down here to search cruises. So let's say we're going to do 2 adults and we're going to do 1 child. Now, they said they want to do the Caribbean and they want to do September. Now we're going to search cruises. Now, let's say they have a Voyagers Club. How does their pricing compare to other travel companies? I mean, I've never gone through other companies, but they're fairly comparable. I mean, the cruise line sets the pricing, so we don't get to change that pricing. Now, with other cruise lines, sometimes we'll have Archer specials, just our travel company. And so that's, hit here and there, right? Now, you guys, the biggest thing is, and I'm going to make this a very generalized statement. A lot of people, when they're new into the travel business, how many of you guys are new? Put in the chat box. How many of you guys have been in the business just a couple of months? Okay, a lot of you have been here for for a couple of months. Okay. The biggest, I don't know the word I'm looking for, misconception is that people go to travel agents because we are the cheapest always. Okay. You guys, please understand that as travel agents, you are providing a service, and that is why people are going to you. Now, can we find same prices and or cheaper? Absolutely. Right. But the reason people are using travel agents is because they're coming to us for our expertise and their ability to not have to do it themselves. Okay. So please remember that as you are taking your journey through and building your business up, is making sure that you are advertising you and your business properly, that it's not necessarily all about the pennies or the dollars. It's about the customer service that you are providing your client. Okay. All right. So moving on from that. So we went ahead and we put in the 2 adults, the 1 child going to the Caribbean. They want to go in September of 2023. We could also set our duration. Let's say they wanted to go for a week. So right here, Voyagers Club, you guys could look up if they've ever cruised MSC before. You could easily look up their Voyagers Club number here. Please do this. Please make sure that no matter what cruise line you are doing, ask your clients, is there any cruise line you've ever been on before? Or if they said specifically they want to go on MSC, have you ever cruised MSC before? Because you guys, they're going to get deals specific to their club number. So if you don't look it up and you tell them the cruise is $4,000 and they tell you, well, I looked it up and I could find it for $3,000, it's probably because you're not getting their specific deals matched to their Voyagers Club number. You guys can see here also, that's where they said you could save cruises. So we're going to go down here and it's going to give us the different cruises. Okay. It's going to give you this, this key. So this is the one that we have selected. This one with the teal, this is going to be the best price. And it says Voyagers exclusives on all of them. Now the Voyagers exclusives, again, that is people that have already sailed with MSC before. You guys can click on here and it'll tell you exactly what that is. So this one is leaving out of Miami, goes to Ocean Cay and Miami. It's only 3 nights. Why did it? Oh, I need to update my search. Okay, so I updated it. So now it's only giving me 7 days. Okay. So this one is the 3rd and the 17th, leaves out of Port Canaveral, goes to Ocean Cay, Costa Maya, Mexico, Cozumel, back to Port Canaveral. This one is Bahamas, Puerto Rico, Virgin Islands, Dominican Republic. This one is Bahamas, Jamaica, Cayman Islands, and Mexico. I love the Cayman Islands. If you guys have never been, I love the Cayman Islands. Awesome. The prices per cruiser, I think is what PC stands for on here. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's go with this one, going to Bahamas, Jamaica, Cayman Islands, and Mexico. You guys can look at the rates and it's going to show you the rates here. Now, remember how I told you guys that they have different classifications. They also have different deals. So you got free onboard credit and more, escape to sea, free drinks and Wi-Fi, and brochure rates. And if you click on these, you guys will see that the prices will change. So I would probably go, this one's 17. All right. So I like this free drinks and Wi-Fi. That's awesome, Adriana. Okay, so Yacht Club, you guys, this is going to be the most expensive. Remember, I told you this is what comes with that comes with the butler and all of those private areas. I don't want you to tell me what's sold out. I don't care what's sold out. So Yacht Club, that's going to be the most expensive. Then you have your suites, you have your balconies, you have your ocean view, and you have your interior. Remember how I told you they have different classes within there, which is Bella, Fantastica, and Aria. So you guys can look at these different prices here. Balcony Aria, which is going to be the best balcony possible, $3,447. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're going to go back. So that's going to be the 10th. You can look at details. And it's going to show you the itinerary. Again, Miami, Florida, Ocean Cay, which is MSC's private marine reserve island, Ocho Rios in Jamaica, Georgetown, Cayman Islands, Cozumel, Mexico, and back to Miami, Florida. It's on the MSC Seascape. Port of departure is Miami. Departure date is the best date in the world, which is my birthday of 2023, and 7 nights. It's going to show you here a map of the cruise. If you guys are visual people, leaving out of Miami, going to Ocean Cay, down to Ocho Rios, to the Cayman Islands, Cozumel, back to Miami. You guys can see the dates here. It has a day at sea between Ocean Cay and Jamaica, and then another day at sea between Cozumel and Miami. I also look at these, you guys, arriving at 7 a.m., departure at 4, arriving at 8, 4, 7, 3, 10, 6. Okay. That's really early, 3. Dang. Then I guess you get there at 7. So you guys can also click on dining, a choice of restaurants and extensive buffets offering everyone's favorite foods, yada, yada. You guys can look through that. Now, remember how I told you Bella, Fantastica, and Aria? It's going to explain here to you what each one includes. It's also going to show you the decks they're on. So you guys can take a look and read all of that. For time's sakes, I'm not going to do that. And then you guys can look at Yacht Club. So you guys have all of those different areas you can look at. All right, back to results. All right, let's go back down to the cruise. Did it change my... I was like, there's too many cruises on there. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we are going to look into this one. You guys can also compare cruises. You can also save it as a favorite. John, I can real quickly. All right, so let's go ahead and what's this one? Oh yeah, that's, you can easily look at the itinerary as well there. So let's go ahead and click on book now. Confirm that your number of guests is correct. The adult is 2. How old is that child? Right here, special cruise fare for children 2 to 11. Additional discounts. If you guys, you know, maybe you have somebody that works in healthcare, they're military. Again, another spot, it's going to remind you again about the Voyagers Club number. So let's go ahead and look at healthcare. Let's just see what that has. Okay. Confirm and proceed. Now, because I selected healthcare, this is going to be a perfect if you are wanting to do a mock booking. You guys can do a mock booking, you know, hey, as a thank you to healthcare workers, MSC is doing this cruise at a discounted rate, right? Throw that all into your advertising. Okay, now again, same thing. As you click on this, it's going to give you the different prices. I don't want Yacht Club. I don't want Ocean View. I don't want suites. I don't want interior. I just want balcony. Your client says that that's what they want. They want a balcony room. Okay, now you can go ahead and go through here and you can see how the prices change. It obviously makes you do this every time. So free onboard credit and more for the top of the line balcony, $2,769.20. If you do free drinks and Wi-Fi, $3,227. Karen, what's the best? So you're just using your filters, right? So when you're doing this, maybe you ask them, you know, is anybody in the military, anybody, a healthcare worker? These are things that you know about MSC already, so you can pre-ask those questions when you're qualifying your client. I'm just showing you the different, at this point, I'm just showing you all of the different screens within MSC. So here's all of these different ones. You're welcome. You guys can also include in your cruise dining, entertainment, activities, and families, but let's go ahead. We're going to select this cruise. It's going to show you the stateroom price of $3,000. The first adult, their GFTs, I don't remember what GFT stands for, and non-cruise fare or non-commissionable fare. And so this is going to be your total, just under 13, just under 13. And then remember, this is $629. That's their, they still have to pay taxes on the cruise and they still have to pay their port fees. Yes, I'm going to go through the add-ons. So minors package. The minors package is coming with soft drinks and more. You can read through all of that. Easy Plus package is the Wi-Fi. You guys can also add on spa packages. You guys can add on dining. Now we can go down here to add-ons. So let's go to entertainment. Okay, this isn't where we added, I forgot. It'll show us where we can add that. So now down here, you guys can see the quick options. Oh, I gotta confirm the stateroom. Now you guys can see where it says the quick option. You guys can confirm the itinerary. You can see here that it includes the soft drink package. It's going to be on deck 15. The stateroom is this number right here. Okay, so it's going to have your stateroom number, your deck. You guys can change your stateroom. And there's your price. So if we click on quick option, Sylvia, almost all cruise lines charge, let me rephrase that. Most all cruise lines charge for Wi-Fi. You guys can add your travel protection here. And then this is where you guys could hold that cruise. If you wanted to proceed, you can add parking, transfers, and hotel. Yes, John, nothing in life is free, right? So you guys can You guys can add parking. You can add transfers and hotels. Yeah, Carnival and Princess, I both know you have to pay for their Wi-Fi. I've been on both of those. And Royal Caribbean, I know you have to pay for theirs as well. Now, there are deals out there where Wi-Fi is included into the price, but now you guys, this is where you can go in and do those add-ons, the excursions, restaurants, food and drink, spa, internet packages, which we already have it, so we don't need it again. Digital services, photo packages, laundry packages, stateroom services, and other services. Yeah, so cruise lines, typically, they don't include your drink package. They don't include your Wi-Fi. They usually include your cabin. You can add your gratuities. It's going to include your tax fees and port fees. And then it's also going to include your dining. It's not going to include your excursions. It's not going to include specialty dining, spa packages, and those things. I believe so. I haven't gotten that far. Again, I've never booked an MSC. I've never been on MSC. So I've never gone all the way to the very end with the client. So hotel service, service charge, car with driver. You guys can click through here, spa services. It may be sometimes some of these things, they're too far out. I know typically you can't add excursions, drink packages, and those sorts of things until about 6 months out. So you guys can easily add those on there. Digital services. I don't know what this is, so let's look, right? Fun pass value 140 depending on the currency on board. The fun pass can be associated with one passenger only. Valid for Formula, Racer, Bowling, Interactive, XD Cinema, select video games and other attractions that may be available on board. So those are things that you have to pay extra for. You can get a fun pass, you're making $4 commission. It's not a lot, but look at when things add up, they add up, right? Photo packages. This is pretty neat as well. I always advocate for photo packages. Wedding storybook and framed photo package. I mean, these ones are pretty expensive, but if you do all-inclusive digital, it's going to include all of your photos digital. It's $150. You're still making commission on it. And all of these things add up as, you know, you go along. Laundry packages. Most cruise lines don't allow you to do your own laundry. There are a couple of cruise lines out there that do have like coin operated, you know, type laundry services. But most cruise lines, if you need something laundered, you are going to have to pay for that. Stateroom services, nothing, other services. So you guys can purchase ship onboard credit. Yeah, Princess and Carnival. So like the Carnival cruise or the Carnival brand, they're the only ones that I've seen self-service laundered on. Shipboard credit, you guys can add that on there. Let's see, therapeutic restaurants, nothing, excursions. Okay, so excursions are on here. You guys can look through here at the different types of excursions that you can do. You guys can sort through these by price lower first, price higher, date, so on and so forth. So you guys are able to add those on there. All right, are we going? Okay, where are we going? Sorry, guys, it's just swirling. Again, you guys, this is something that I really like about MSC is that you guys can add these beforehand. And I like the fact that you get commissions on it. The figures in yellow, that was the commission that you'd be earning on that package. You guys can also read up on the cancellation policy. You guys can confirm You guys can also, I believe right here. So this is the amount that's due to confirm the booking. Let me go back. Adriana, depending on the cruise line, I mean, I've seen pretty much those types of excursions on almost every cruise line that you can add as a option. You would just have to go through all of those excursions, which I did not go all the way through. So I can't go any farther. Animals like the piggies, yeah. So like some people want to go swim with dolphins, some people want to okay, winter. I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad that you said that. You guys, I am going to advocate this, and you guys can do whatever you wish to with this information. When booking excursions, book excursions through the cruise line. The reason I say this is that booking excursions through the cruise line is the only way to guarantee that your clients will get back on the cruise ship. If you book an excursion with Viator and the bus breaks down and they are late to the port, the cruise ship will leave them. They will leave them. I have seen people trying to chase after a cruise ship as if they can just stop and pick them up. Doesn't work that way. So if you want to be dealing with your client stranded in Jamaica and Ocho Rios watching their ship sail away, book them on Viator. There are companies out there that say they will guarantee you back to the ship. However, they are not working with the cruise line and the cruise line will not wait for them. Usually what they mean is if there's some sort of issue or problem or whatnot, they'll basically pay to get you to the next port. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I want to be on the cruise ship. I don't want to be worrying about anything else. So as less hassle to you, the travel agents, I would make sure to book all of your excursions through the cruise line to guarantee that they'll get back to the cruise ship. Being stranded in the Bahamas wouldn't be so bad. I mean, no, it wouldn't. But I'd kind of like all my stuff that's on that cruise ship sailing off into the oblivion, right? Yes. You guys, I can't stress it enough. And I know that everybody has their own take on it. And again, you guys can do whatever you want to, right? I have just physically seen people miss their cruise ships. I actually was reading a document the other day. There's people that even miss their cruise ships when they do cruises or they book excursions through the cruise line because, I don't know, they go do some beach excursion. They're sitting on the beach. They have a few too many drinks. They miss their bus and then now they're scrambling for a taxi. And in which case that is not MSC's problem or any cruise line's issue because you missed your transportation, right? Let me see. We were booked on a Princess Shore excursion in France to Normandy. The bus driver was over his limits at Normandy and they would not let us sail. Had to send a bus from Paris. Ship waited on us. If been individual, we would have been out of luck. Yes, absolutely. They make sure if you book with them, they make sure that you get back. How would we do that through the cruise line that we are using? Would we just see it somewhere during the booking John, remember when I was going through the add-ons, that's where those excursions are at. The police would not let us leave Normandy, not sail. Yeah. Yep. So that's the gist of booking a cruise there on MSC. Obviously, you know, I'm an advocate of just getting on, clicking, you know, clicking buttons. You guys, you can't screw it up. You can't. Even if you somehow booked something, it can easily be canceled. So I think that's the biggest thing is that people are afraid that they're going to screw something up. Just click buttons, you know, test it out, read. That's the only way that you're going to really learn is by looking around. Any other questions, you guys? We have a few minutes. Any other questions about MSC? And so yeah, so you're going to send a quote to your clients. However you guys decide to build the quote out for your client, you're going to build up that quote. They're going to say, yep, that's exactly what I want. And then that's when you're going to begin the credit card authorization form, getting that information, getting them booked, so on and so forth. Does their group booking work like Carnival, where you can put a hold on a number of rooms until they sail? Grace, I have not dived into MSC groups, so I do not want to say either way. I do know that there is an option on there for you to request groups. So they do have a couple of different group options on there. Janet, silly question. When booking a client with good status for a ship like avid users, cruisers, that does affect our commission. Yeah, it's going to affect because it's going to go off of whatever the cruise rate is, right? So let's just say, and don't hold me to this, let's just say MSC pays 10%, right? If normally it's $2,000, that's $200 commission, right? If the cruiser is, they have loyalty stuff and their cruise is $1,700, then the commission is $170. So yeah, but the thing is if you don't use their deals, they're just going to go book their deals themselves. You guys are very welcome. So confirm option for mock booking. So creating a mock booking, you guys, very simple. You're just going to take that information and you're going to throw it into a mock booking. Maybe you take it $3,200, you divide it by 3, it's $1,000 per person, or just over $1,000 per person. However you guys want to write your travel ads, your mock bookings. I know everybody writes them a little bit differently. Carol, is MSC mainly European guests? No, absolutely not. They do cruises all over the world. You're welcome, Denise. And the range of prices between different cruise lines, where does MSC fall price-wise? I think they're right there. I think they're pretty comparable to Royal Caribbean, right in there. Probably like between Royal and Celebrity. Definitely not as cheap as Carnival. Maybe not as expensive as Princess. Correct. Good question, Tasha. I really want to take a trip on Cunard's QM2, but I know they're more expensive. Yeah, Cunard's a more expensive cruise line. Lisa, yes. So remember that you're getting paid out your commission after your client cruises. Now there are, obviously in general, there are a couple of situations, which I can't tell you the exact situations, but there are situations where commissions do get paid out sooner. You're welcome, Sylvia. Oh, Tasha, sorry, moved up. Sylvia, what is the demographic age-wise? I haven't looked into it, Sylvia. But I personally know people that have cruised on MSC with kids. I've known people to cruise. What I like about MSC is that they do have that more luxury end of the yacht club, right? If you want that more private butler style thing, but obviously they're also catering to kids with their kids sail free. So Kimberly, I don't really think that they're an off-brand. I think that they're just a newer cruise line because they started their business in the shipping industry. So they're just so I don't think that they're an off-brand, but yeah, you guys all understand that they all have to be Coast Guard certified. They have to all fall under maritime law. So it's not unsafe. For awesome, Winter. I booked my own cruise on Carnival and it went through Uplift. This is before I was an agent. Do all the cruise lines go through a financing company or do they have? So most cruise lines, I know a lot of cruise lines do use Uplift, because Uplift is just like a travel credit card, basically is what it is. There you go. And so you would have to look in to see if they take Uplift. I have not looked into that aspect of it, but you will be able to do deposits and payments with MSC. You're welcome, Ike. All right, you guys have a great day. I'll have this recording up in no time. Bye, guys.